Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to day 2 of 12 days of tutorials. If you don't know what I'm talking about, started December 1st. I started the 12 days of eyeshadow tutorials. So every other day I'm uploading a new video featuring a different palette and a different eyeshadow look, all based around the holidays. So all the eyeshadow looks are gonna be holiday based. Down in the description box is a list of all my eyeshadow palettes. So if you wanna take a look at it, and if there's a particular palette or even a particular look that you want me to create, make sure you comment on this video and let me know so I can incorporate that palette or that look in the upcoming tutorials. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to make sure you get notified when I upload a new video and to be able to see the 12 days of tutorials. So for day number 2, we're going to be using the Colourpop Stone Cold Fox palette, and what I'm going to kind of go for today is I want to go for an all matte look, I think, and I'm going to end up doing like a smoky eye all matte look. So let me zoom in and we'll get started. So I did prime my eyes with the Rare Beauty eye primer and then set it with a little bit of powder. The first shade we're going to start with is You Rock with a Sigma E25. So I promise my brush is clean, it's just extremely stained. So we're going to start by putting that shade in the crease and just use this as our transition shade. Now I'm going to take Rumor Mill with a Sigma E27. And I'm going to start by putting that on the outer lid and then blending that into the crease. And I'm only going about halfway on my lid, or in my crease, I should say. Go in about 3 times with this shade to build it up. My first brush and the first shade, You Rock, and I'm blending the 2 shades together. Now I do want to deepen up the outer corners a little bit more, so I'm going to go into the shade Rock Bottom with the same brush, the Sigma E27. Now this is a black shade, so I'm putting I put very little bit on the brush, and I'm putting that just on the outer part of my lid and crease, and I can blend and build up as I need to. The difference just that little bit of black shadow made. Now you could have stopped, you didn't have to add the black shadow if you didn't want to, but I like, with a smoky eye, I like a really dark outer, corner. I like depth, so that's why I'm adding it. Taking a clean Sigma E40, it's just a fluffy brush, and I'm gently just blending over everything on top of my crease and lid. I don't have any product on this. Now I'm going to go back into You Rock with a Sigma E57. And I'm just putting this kind of in the middle of my lid where the shadow meets the empty space. And then with the same brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Lux, and that's gonna go on the rest of my lid. I'm also gonna go into Dreamful with the same brush. I'm putting that like on my inner corner. I'm also gonna put Dreamful underneath the middle of my brow. I'm back to my Sigma E25, and I'm just gonna gently blend over top of the shade that I just put down on my lid. Now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna kind of match what I did on top. So I'm first gonna go into the shade Rumor Mill with a Sigma E30. And putting that on my lower lash line, but just like halfway. I'm also gonna take a very little bit of Rock Bottom with the same brush. And that's gonna go on my lower lash line, but just on like the very outer part of it. For the Sigma E45, I took the shade You Rock just to blend out those two shades on my lower lash line. Back to the shade Lux with my Sigma E57, and then I'm putting that on the inner part of my lower lash line. And that's it. So let me go do liner and lashes, and I'll be back to show you the finished look. All right, I am back, and here's the finished look. What I did with my lips, this was the first time I tried this, and I did learn a lesson during. So I wanted to do a black outliner and then a red lipstick. I've seen other people do it and it just looks beautiful. So I used the Sigma just eye pencil. Well, come to find out, you need an eye pencil. In order for it to work, you need, if you're gonna use a black eyeliner, you need it to be smudgeable. If you use one that's not smudgeable, it's not gonna look good. Yeah, so make sure you do that. For the red lipstick, I use the Colourpop Snitchery in the shade Lethal. That's this right here. And then I put wing liner. I used the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen, and then I went over top of it with the black shade in the palette, so it wasn't, so it's more soft. It wasn't, you know, very black and matte. So I softened it down by putting the black shadow over top of it. And then I have these individual cluster lashes, and I guess that's it. And I didn't put highlighter on, but you know, with the matte look, I guess the highlighter doesn't look, it's fine. So yeah, so that's it for today's video. Make sure you guys subscribe so you guys can follow along with the 12 days of tutorials. I will link this palette along with everything else that I'm wearing on my face down in the description box. And I do have a list. There is a link to a list of my eyeshadow palettes down in the description box. So if there's a particular palette you guys want to see, make sure you comment on this video. Let me know that palette, or if there's a look. If there's a particular look that you're going for, you know, and you want me to create it, again, comment down below, let me know. So again, thank you guys so much for joining on day 2 of 12 days of tutorials, and I'll see you guys on day 3.